Hi, my name is Nicholas Canino, and today we will be talking about who's been the best overall player in the NBA over the past 5 years. What we are looking for. We are looking for the best all around basketball player over the past 5 years, meaning both offensively and defensively. According to Bleacher Report, an article came out prior to the 2017 season, and it's about the top five players that's been through the last 5 years. Those players include LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and Steph Curry. We are going to use the top six stats to determine who really is the best player out of all those five players. First, we will be talking about Russell Westbrook. What can you say about this guy? He's extremely athletic. Many people in the NBA call him an energy bunny. As a matter of fact, LeBron James said he's literally like an energy bunny from the battery commercials. That he just never gets tired. Apparently, he has stamina that's overlasts every single other player. He's a great person when it comes to controlling the court. He knows how to handle the ball. He knows how to facilitate to his team. He's an all-around player. He's one of two people to average a triple double in an entire year. That's insane. There's only two people in this entire planet to ever have do that, and he was one, and he just did it last year. Considered one of the toughest defenders when it comes to one-on-one, according to many people. Kobe Bryant actually said this because he's all up in your face when you're shooting the ball. Let's go look at his stats. These are his stats from 2017 to before when he started, but we're only looking at the last five seasons, so from 2012 to 2017. And you could tell that he's been being very consistent. You see points per game 2012, 23, 21, 28, 23, 31. But it's not all about points, it's about also those steals, those blocks for defense. Then you have your assists, your rebounds, and your field goal percentage. So here we see 10.4 assists in 2016, 10.4 in 2015, 8.6 in 2014. Then we go to rebounds. You have 10.7. That's Look at that 2016 year. He averaged 31.6, 10.4 assists, and 10.7 rebounds. This is exactly why he won the MVP. Look at those stats are unbeatable. Like 1.6 steals, zero point zero 0.04 blocks. Yeah, his turnovers are high, but he was on the court way beyond 35 minutes per game, which is not something that any normal person can do. Those stats just go beyond, and that's why in 2016 he was an MVP candidate, and from 2012 to 2017 he was an MVP candidate, top five, 3 out of those 5 years. Next, we go to James Harden, one of the best when it comes to ball handling in the NBA. This man knows how to dribble the ball, and he does not turn over the ball at all. He makes people look silly when it comes to people on him playing defense. He is an amazing scorer and an amazing facilitator. He has been in the top five of scoring and assists for the last couple of years, and he makes it look easy. People like to call him the beard, and he likes to do the Chef Harden. Has come runner up in the last 2 years for MVP. That's kind of a bummer that he's come runner up the last 2 years, but it is what it is. He gets so close with having amazing seasons. There's just one person who has a better season, I guess. Joking around has been a bad defender, but honestly, I think he's a very underrated defender. You see him in a couple of memes or a couple of videos of him just not playing defense. I feel like just there's times that you catch him in the wrong moment. He's just tired and he doesn't give it his all as much as he is. But if you look at his stats, he's actually a very underrated defensive player. Obviously, he's an amazing scorer, and you cannot take anything away from him when it comes to offensively. But defensively, a lot of people don't like him defensively. I think he's underrated, and I'll show you why. Look at these stats. Here in stats, beginning of his career, we're not going to look at that. We're still looking at 2012, 2017, the beginning of his career. Obviously, you start off, it's a new start, and sometimes it doesn't happen right off the rip. But look at those last couple of years. Points per game, 29.1, 20, 29.0, 27, 25, 25. That's consistency right there. Then you have, remember how I said facilitating? Look at those assists. When you see the numbers in bold, that means he was the number one player when it came to that category in the NBA. So 11.2 assists per game is the number one player in 2016-2017 season for assists. Then you have 7.5, 7.0. Look at those steals. You guys said he's the bad defender. 1.5, 1.7, 1.9, 1.6, 1.8. Those are those are elite numbers. Those are top 10 numbers every single year in steals, which is incredible. Then you have rebounds. He's a point guard and he's rebounding 8.1, 6.1, 5.7, 4.7, which is, and for a point guard, it's elite numbers. It's not Russell Westbrook numbers when it comes to rebounds, but it's right behind them. I don't think there's a single person that's going to be anywhere near him after. Then we have Steph Curry, known to be one or if not the best shooter of all time. He owns the record for most three pointers made in a regular season. Actually, if you go look at those records, he owns the top three records of most 3 points made in an entire season. He's broken his own record twice. And actually, out of four out of the five records are his. He just broke a record about 3 days ago, made scoring 2,000 3 pointers in just over 500 games. The there's not a single person who's done it over 1,000 games or under 1,000 games. I'm sorry. So he's done it in just over 500 games. That's incredible. Here's his stats. This guy's an elite scorer. Like I said, bold is the highest in the NBA. 2015, 2017, or 2015, 2016, he scored 30.1, most in an NBA season. That year, he won the MVP. This guy can shoot the ball from anywhere. Look at that free throw percentage. That's incredible. 90%, 90%. He stays consistent on that. Defensively, 2.1, bold. That's the most in the NBA. Not many people know of him as a defender, but this guy can make havoc when it comes to defending. He puts headaches into people's heads, and he gets into people's heads while he's defending. Then you have the assist. He stays consistent around the six, sevens. As time went, he kind of lowered his stats on the assist because he just became such a dominant scorer. Rebounds, he's one of those small point guards who really doesn't rebound. He stays consistent though with the 4.5, 5.4, 4.3, but nothing out of this world. Then you have Kevin Durant. Many people consider him the best scorer of all time. He is a four-time scoring champion, can shoot from anywhere on the court. His wingspan is 7'2" wingspan. That's almost impossible to guard. Actually, many people consider it impossible to guard. He's a 6'11" small forward who plays as if he's 6'3", sprinting down the court. This guy is almost impossible to guard. That's why many people consider him the best scorer of all time. And with that wingspan, you're going to be good at defense. You could block multiple shots with that wingspan. There's going to be a lot of people getting blocked and swatted by you. Here are his stats. Like I said, this is one dominant scorer. You see those bolds? He has four bolds. He's a four-time scoring champion, and he stays up there in the high 20s. You have 20.5, 21, 28, 25, 32, 28. Then you have your assists. He doesn't really assist too much. He's not a great facilitator, but he does maintain and play basketball because he has a mindset for basketball. He has a 4.8, 5.0, 4.1, 5.5, 4.6. That's the assist. Your blocks, like I said, at wingspan, you could block anything with that. He has 1.6, 1.2, 0.9, 0.7, 1.3. Your rebounds, he's a big man. He could rebound. He has 8.3, 8.2. We're looking at from 2012 to 2017. That's our stats right now. Then we look at LeBron James. Many people considered him the king since the day he was in high school. He came out of high school straight to the NBA at the age of 18, and he's dominated since. He is a four-time MVP and three-time Finals MVP. He has been to the Finals 8 years in a row. 8 years in a row, taking two different teams to the NBA Finals. That's insane, and this guy has insane numbers. These numbers have stayed consistent since the day he came into the NBA, which is ridiculous. But we're looking at 2012, 2017, as said multiple times, and this guy has stayed super consistent. You have 2012, 26.8, 27.1, 25.3, 25.3, 26.4. Those are all points per game right there. Then you have your assist. He has 7.3, 6.3, 7.4, 6.8, 8.8. Then you have your rebounds, 8.6, 7.4, 6.0, 6.9, 8.0. Those are numbers that he's averaging triple doubles within those games. He's averaging maybe not Russell Westbrook 42 in one season, but he's averaging 10 to 15 triple doubles a season with those type of numbers. And then this is another defender. This guy is a 6'8", 260-pound beast who is just an abnormal freak. People literally call him a freak. He's one of those one-in-a-kind type of players. And when it comes to steals, such a big height like that, he has 1.2, 1.4, 1.6, 1.6, 1.7. Those are insane numbers. And then your blocks, he's going to block you. He actually, last year, year before last, he won the game with a clutch block, blocking Stephen Curry at about less than 1 minute left to take the lead. Took the block and then brought the ball back and gave the ball to Kyrie for an assist. Kyrie made a 3-pointer and they won the ball game like that, game 7. And what else is there to say about LeBron James? If we look at all these numbers out of all these 5 players, it's honestly hard because everything is so close. They have such amazing numbers and they're just such great basketball players all around in the basketball court. But to this day, I'm still going to say that LeBron James is the best basketball player out of these 5 people throughout the last 5 years. And it's not even with numbers. You got to look at the fact that he's been to 8 finals in the last 8 years with 2 different teams. And out of those 8 finals, yes, he's lost more than he's won. But in the last 5 years, he's won 3 of those. And those 3 have been carried by him. Imagine being in the finals 8 straight years. Not even Michael Jordan did that. Michael Jordan went 6 years. Yes, he won 6, but he went 6 straight years. LeBron James has been to 8 straight finals. I still think LeBron James is the best player in the last 5 years.